This video was for the burnt out girlies who are ready to reclaim their peace. I help busy women organize their lives so that they can enjoy a well nourished life. I want to help you see some of the symptoms of burnout before you get so far gone that you need a complete recovery plan. So, that first one, the first tip I have for you to keep an eye out for is if you notice yourself getting very easily agitated, especially in settings where you normally aren't, or you might notice yourself reacting a little bit more than you would. Maybe you're being a little bit harsher, maybe you're snapping a little bit. People are looking at you like, whoa, girl, I'm sorry. That's a sign burnout is on your way. That means your patience meter is whoop, look at that. Your patience meter is shrinking and shrinking, and you're starting to feel like a short fuse. If you feel like a short fuse and you're ready to snap at any time, I encourage you to slow it down, prioritize yourself as always. And that I think it was our first video of this series, and be mindful of agitation is normally a sign something is happening underneath, especially as women. We can compartmentalize and suppress some of the things that need either tended to or loved on, and then it bubbles up in ways like agitation. So keep your eye open for that one. Second tip to be aware of burnout coming is you lose complete interest in your hobbies. Maybe you like to read and you don't even want to look at a book. Maybe you're crafty, you like to paint, but you can't even imagine touching that brush. That's a sign burnout is either on its way or it's currently happening in this moment. When you cannot take the time to create joy in your life, especially when it's something you've loved, you want to be mindful of your burnout meter. I consider it on a meter, right? It could be right at the beginning. You catch it at a good time. You reset yourself. You create those boundaries and your priorities, and you're healthy and well nourished again. But if you continue to let your burnout meter go up, you get to the point where you're like, I'm not going to make time for my joy anymore because what doesn't matter. So if you're noticing that you're not liking your hobbies anymore, might be time to explore. Maybe you are burnt out from whatever life is giving you at the moment. My final tip for you to watch out for burnout is you are beginning to notice that no amount of sleep is helping you. You might go to sleep early, but most of the time you're going to sleep late. Even when you sleep in, you still don't feel good and you just quite honestly dread the next day. Burnout is here if you're experiencing this one. If you are feeling like not rested from taking a break, burnout is knocking on the door. And I want to help you do that. I made a class just for you to bounce back from burnout for good. So, this is a lifetime resource because, excuse me, just like life has its ebbs and flows, burnout might be trying to pop up its head Monday, but after watching the Bounce Back from Burnout class, you will never have to worry about losing yourself in life again. Go ahead and click that link. Go ahead and click Bounce Back from Burnout class in my profile and make sure you're following so you can stay up to date with our 90-day Well Nourished Era series.